What's going on, guys? Gomes back again on another MLB The Show 19 Dynasty video. Today we have some big news. We are getting another stub sale, and this one is quite more significant than the last one that we've gotten. And that means that there is going to be a massive market inflation, a massive market crash coming soon. This is going to start on June 7th, so the day that we see new POTM cards and new Topps Now flashbacks. So if you didn't think they were expensive enough, they're going to be even more expensive. But that's not all, because the game is also going on sale, I believe, for the first time all year. The regular game is going to be going for $39.59. The digital deluxe version is going to go for $65.99, and then the MVP edition $46.19. So if you guys are interested in picking up the game and you do not have it yet by the time you're watching this video, go ahead and grab it. I do definitely think it's worth it, especially if you do play online. The offline modes, they didn't add too much this year, but especially if you are into Diamond Dynasty or playing with your friends online, I think it is absolutely worth the price, at least for the base game alone. And then moving on to the stub sale in and of itself. So 1,000 stubs is going to go for 79 cents. The 5,000 stub pack is going to be going for $3.99. The 11,000, so the 10,000 plus 1,000, is going to be going for $6.99. The $20 pack, usually the 24,000 stub pack, is going to go for $13.99. The 67,500 stub pack is going to go for $29.99. And finally, the big shebang, the 150k pack, is going to go for $59.99 or $60 US. So it's not entirely half off, but it pretty much is, especially for that 150k. So that, alongside the fact that the game is going on sale, so there's going to be a lot of new people, and of course, stubs a lot of times at the new moments. And like the starter collections, it's pretty easy to get stubs at least early on. So there's going to be a hell of a lot of stubs in circulation, meaning that prices are going to be ridiculous. Prices are going to be really high. So what I want to talk about in this video, once again, I believe that you guys should be selling all of your cards off. Not yet. Do not do it yet, but do it tomorrow once the stub sale hits. Like I said, this goes live tomorrow. I don't know exactly when. It's going to go from June 7th to June 17th. So yeah, make sure to sell all of your sellable cards tomorrow, because they are going to shoot up in price, and then this is going to be a while. Unlike last time where I believe it was just a weekend, I don't know exactly when that was. This is going to be a lot longer. It's going to be 10 days. So, the same thing goes. If you have cards that are sellable, for example, I don't think I have too many. I more so locked all of mine in. But if you do have sellable cards, I know I have some here. Like Bumgarner is sellable, Felix is sellable, Gossage is sellable. And usually this goes for more so higher tier players. Like golds usually don't go up too much in price, but diamonds definitely do. And last time, this is a more substantial stub sale as well, and the game is on sale as well. So I think this is going to be a lot harder of a market crash, and especially with these bosses. Once the fourth inning program comes out, that will be next week Friday. These cards are going to be insanely high. So if you're going to buy them, I would recommend buy them now while you still can, because they are going to shoot up above 100k very, very fast. So if you guys have any interest on doing the voucher, I would definitely recommend go ahead and buy these cards now, because they will be going for over 100,000 each for sure within probably tomorrow once the stub sale hits, and then even higher than that once the actual fourth inning program comes out. It's a very interesting time that they decided to do the stub sale. I know Sony in general is having a lot of games on sale. It's the days of play. E3, EA Play is coming up soon. I think that's kind of why they have it. It's just a really weird time with the fourth inning boss program right around the corner, and then the POTM coming out tomorrow, which you guys know already costed a hell of a lot of stubs regardless. And I do also want to say, I really recommend that you guys probably stay off from doing collections during this time, because they are going to be really expensive. Personally, I don't think collections are worth it that much at all this year. Some of them are, some of them aren't. I'll get into that in just a second. But for sure, let's just take the Phillies, for example. Or no, let's not do the Phillies. Let's do the Padres, because they only have Kirby Yates as their gold, and then Manny Machado, who's currently is going for 48k. So I would imagine Manny Machado would go for around 60k tomorrow, or a few days after. So you're just gonna have to spend a lot more stubs than you would probably be willing to otherwise. So I would not think that this is a good time to do it. And like I said, collections, just in my opinion, are not that worth it in general for this reason alone. You guys look at a card like Roberto Alomar, who's going for 85k in the market. You guys check out his stats right here. You guys can see he is a hell of a card. 121, 98 contact, 75, 80 power, 120 vision, maxed out bunting, 93 fielding, diamond level, 87 speed, 97 stealing, 85 reaction at second base, and he's a switch hitter. That is really, really good. And then if you look at the NL collection reward, collecting each and every single NL card and then collecting them so they are now deemed as not sellable. If you look at the card that you get this Rogers Hornsby for the Cardinals. I mean, yeah, he does have more power. He has a little bit better contact, but Alomar is faster than him. He has like more than double his stealing. He's a switch hitter. They have about the same bunting. Vision is pretty much the same. Contact is more or less pretty even. Lefties, he does have a little bit. Rogers Hornsby has more contact, and he has like 20 more power per side. But if you look at the defense and you look at the other intangibles, that he's a switch hitter, you know, Roberto Alomar is like, honestly, you could be seen as just as good of a card, if not just a little bit worse. Maybe it depends really who you are and, you know, really what you like. Personally, I prefer to have more defense, but Roberto Alomar goes for 85k, 80 if you put a buy now order in. To collect each and every single National League card is so expensive, it is really ridiculous. So, and then you also have to lock them into your collection. For those reasons, I really don't think collections are worth it. I think there are a few. I think the cheap ones, you know, are definitely worth it to go ahead and knock out, like the Orioles, for example. A Jonathan Scope is kind of a budget card, and, you know, he can be used in events and so on and so forth. But actually to complete, like, you know, like the most expensive would be like the Rockies, for example, the Angels. I just don't really see the worthwhile in it. I do not think it's that worth it. And plus, especially during the stub sale, do not do collections. You guys are going to be wasting a lot of stubs, and you definitely will be sorry when it's all said and done. Like I said, with selling cards in preparation for this, do not do it until tomorrow. Once again, I reiterate, because prices will not go up until tomorrow. It's going to be interesting. It's really a balance between what cards do you need right now and how much profit do you really want to get. You know, of course, that's going to depend on how many cards you really have right now. You know, how many cards that you have willing to sell, and how many cards that you are able to sell that are actually sellable on the market. Like I said, the higher they go right now, the more, you know, inflation they're going to get. Like Felix Hernandez, who's going for 9,000, he's probably not going to go up that much. But somebody like Roberto Alomar, or any of the bosses, somebody like Dustin Pedroia, they are going to get increased quite substantially starting tomorrow until the 17th of June. And that still won't be down to what we see then, I do not think. I don't think by the time the stub sale ends, like on the 18th or the 17th rather, that these cards, like, I don't think Pedroia is going to be going for 69k still necessarily. He'll probably be going for like 73, 74, so you'll still see the effects a little bit. Truth be told, I don't really know, because last year there was a huge inflation. Like I'm talking like 16 to 20k for a lot of diamonds. Like I remember Aaron Judge was going for like 60 some. He was even approaching like the 90k, upper 80ks by the time of the stub sale. I think that was a complete 50% off. This is rather more so technically like 40% off, at least for like the highest tier, because it's only $60. Usually it's not, usually it's $100, so that's something to think about. Something that you guys could be doing right now that I would recommend. A lot of people probably do not know about this yet, because a lot of people haven't seen it. None of these cards have went up in price yet, so if you want to have a good stub making opportunity, I would recommend start buying some of these cards, you know, start putting some stubs down on them. I would recommend, like I said, only do diamonds. Golds really aren't worth your time. And I would say probably players that are going for at least 20k. I mean, it depends how much stubs you have, but you know, you should be able to make quite a lot of profit. For like Stanton, for example, I think he's probably going to go to at least like 33, 35k, so that's like a 10k increase. And after taxes, you're probably still going to make like 7, 8 thousand stubs per Stanton that you buy. So I think that is a great investment opportunity that you guys should be making. I have a decent amount of stubs. I'm in an interesting position because I'm going to be away this weekend, so I'm not going to be able, because usually the highest that we see prices spike is right away during the sale, because, you know, people are going to partake in it. They usually, you know, are right hot off the press. They do it right away. So they do gradually go down a little bit, but not down to the bottom price that they will towards the end of the sale. So if you guys have Stubs, I really recommend now's the good time. Guys like Lindor, I could really see going for quite a bit and really getting inflated quite a lot in his price, because a lot of people, you see the Kenny Lofton all the time. He is, of course, a Cleveland Indians collection reward, and it's fair to say Francisco Lindor is pretty much the gateway to completing the AL Central as well, because all of the AL Central, none of them have diamonds. The Tigers and White Sox, or the Tigers have Matt Boyd now, but nobody else even have. The Twins have a gold as well, but nobody has diamonds. They're all not really expensive. So if you look at the Indians, I mean, Jose Ramirez goes for like 23, Kluber goes for 18, but Lindor goes for 66. So he's pretty much the gateway to getting Harmon Killebrew and Kenny Lofton. So I could see this card a sought after collection, even though I don't recommend that you guys do collections. A lot of people still probably will. So I think this is a great opportunity. If you have the Stubs, Lindor would be a great person to invest in. And like I said, if you really got the Stubs, I would definitely recommend to invest in these bosses right now, because they will be going up a lot in price within the next couple of weeks. They will see a lot of profit if you go ahead and buy them now. And pretty much any diamond, I would say above like 10, 15K, you're probably going to make a decent amount of profit when it's all said and done. Like I said, one more time, I reiterate, this is at highest a 40% stub sale. The game in and of itself, the base game, is going $20 off. Usually, of course, it's $60. It's going to drop down to $40. So there's probably going to be a lot more people onto the game, which is nice. It's a good thing to see. I'm happy that they are decreasing the price, which is good and bad. It depends how you look at it. But, you know, for sales wise and having more people on population on servers, I think that's good for us as the player base, more cards in circulation and whatnot. And like I said, it will be June 7th to June 17th, so starting tomorrow up until pretty much it would be 10 days from then. So it would end on, I believe, a Tuesday, if I'm correct on that, Tuesday or Wednesday. So make sure to partake in this, guys. Sell your cards tomorrow, go ahead and buy them back later. If you guys want a great investment opportunity, buy those cards now and then sell them tomorrow when they jack up in price. I really would suggest that you guys get on this. Like I said, interesting time. It's POTM tomorrow, and we have the bosses coming the next week. Past that, it's gonna, I don't know how much those POTM cards are going to go for. It's gonna be ridiculous, but nonetheless, follow the channel, follow me on Twitter. I'm gonna be talking about that there. Even though I will not be in town on my PS4, I can still check the market and so on and so forth on my phone. So if you guys have any questions, of course, make sure to ask me there. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like, double. Hope you guys have a great day. There goes out. Yeet.
Love is love, and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.